trick that I've noticed that helps push your own hair back is when you have the cap on. Normally when you put it on, what it'll do is pull your own baby hairs forward on your forehead. So to keep them back, just go like that, and they'll lay down in the back of the cap. And I'm pulling the cap forward because what I'm gonna do today is use the glue, because I do want to try and keep this style in for as long as possible. So we are using glue today. I need a little relief, so I always cut these because they're like way too tight. Ooh, relieves the pressure. However, I am going to, I usually use this, but as you can see, I've overused it, so I'm not going to use my razor. I like to use these because you can like one and done them, use them and toss them. You don't have to get glue all over your fingers and things like that, so that's why I like to use these. Put a minimal amount, you don't need a whole bunch, and you put it as close to your own hairline as possible. Some people will put the glue on their skin before they will the actual stocking cap, hairnet, whatever you want to call it. But I like to put the cap on first and then just let the glue dry clear. That's the secret of doing this, is letting your glue dry clear. You can blow dry it to speed the process up if you like, or you can just wait, time out, and just let it air dry. Personally, I think if you're not in a rush, it's best to let it like air dry. So I'll come back once it's done. Gonna be needing some new glue soon. That Supernova did was give you a Velcro strap so you can know exactly how tight. They are wonderful for doing that. Okay, so we are going to use it and strap it up so that we know it's not so tight. That the glue has dried clear and it is looking like skin-like. It's not letting go. We're going to go ahead and cut this part of the use our hair razor to trim the excess. Be careful with this razor not to cut your skin. You only want to cut the cut as close as possible to the net without cutting your own skin. Cut in front of where the cap is. Just tuck this part of my ear. I'm not left-handed, so just try my best. I had to zoom in, y'all, so y'all can see how it dried. And then this is the makeup stick that I like to use because it really blends in well with my skin. It does never irritate my skin, and it also doesn't give me a headache. Like, so I love that inexpensive makeup from LA Colors. So y'all see how that kind of helps melt that look away. You can use more glue on top of these little pieces so that they completely, you know, melt away into your skin. And I'm low on this makeup. I have to get back to the store to get some more. See how it really blends it in on this really thin part, but and a lot of people like to, you know, color their cap. I don't really like to put a lot of different makeup or chemicals onto the hairnet or onto the scalp. I figure it's already like sort of bleached, sort of like a skin color, but you can, you know, color it, add some color, skin color, makeup until in between the parts. But okay, now we look all blended, so we're gonna place the wig. I prefer this this band instead of the combs, because the combs kind of like irritate your scalp. But it's a good idea to sew this tighter if you can, or even put some, you know, some wig glue. But I prefer to sew it because then it won't keep popping out of place. But sew it so that, you know, all around it, so that even if it slips, it still doesn't let it go. But you want to put the front part of the wig facing your forehead, the front part facing your forehead, and the back part facing the back. Because I struggled with putting these wigs on. I'm like, how do they keep doing that in the video and I can't do it? And that's what it was. Is the front part of the wig facing your own head, and then placing the band around the back so it does not slip. Once you flip it, and then pull it down as much as you can, and then flip the hair back. Ooh, y'all, I'm loving it. I did not have to sit for hours to get all of these braids, this beautiful goddess lock. Now see, this is what I didn't understand, is that the very front braids are tiny, and the rest of the braids are bigger braids. So I like that for, ow, ooh, the hair poked me in the eye. I like that for interchanging the styles of the braids. So I want to slide it back some, find out where this, just ripped the lace a little bit, pulling too hard. So finding out where this lace is, I'm gonna have to adjust the cap. Now I want to pull the hair back, probably put the headband on. These braids shouldn't be up this close. I think I'm gonna have, y'all, I started talking without it actually recording. So what I was saying was I'm gonna put this band on to hold the lace down, to be able to cut the lace without, you know, trimming those free baby hairs that they give you to style in with it. Because I also want to, not only do I want to get an accurate cut of the lace, but I also want to show you guys the back, how the back looks. Well, matter of fact, I'm gonna do that first. Let me show you the back, how I got it tucked in. Because see, I used the comb to tuck it, you know, in, and I guess to give baby hairs in the back too. This is a really beautiful wig. I really love this wig. Save yourself hours of getting braids done. Y'all, I tried so hard to go without gluing this, but just for the sake of the video, I am going to go ahead and glue this down for y'all so y'all could get a real picture of how it's supposed to look. Because leave it up to me, I was gonna just trim this lace off and wear it, y'all already know, with a headband. But I'm like, no, for the viewers, I'm gonna go ahead and do all the steps. I'm not gonna take no shortcuts. I gotta show y'all step by step. So, ooh, if I'm buying no glue, like ordering new glue like today, I be avoiding it. Cause I be thinking like, I don't need glue, I don't wear glue, but I really need a new glue, cause you just never know when you're gonna need it. be too tight on the head, and I don't be liking that because I like to sleep without the wigs. Like, I snatch that wig off. I do not sleep with these wigs on, especially not glue. Like, I don't sleep with one that's glueless, and that's exactly why I get the glueless one, so I can snatch it off real quick and fast and easy. With these wigs that have glue, you have to put oil on the glue in order for it to come off of your head easy. And sometimes you gotta use a lot of glue because the glue be gluing. It be bonding for real. So see, there is some more glue in here. I just be trying not to use the glue. You want it to be as close to your own hairline as possible and further away from the actual braids as you can, because y'all know I like to reuse my wigs like as often as I possibly can until you have to throw these things away. But I will reuse refresh the heck out of a wig before I buy a brand new wig that has the same exact style, because I buy several wigs, but I'm not going to buy a wig that has the same exact style that I already have. I already have that style of wig, baby, let me tell you, that's why them headbands are a lifesaver, because if you don't have time to do the gluing, all you have to do is throw on a headband with that wig and it's gonna look good. Because people don't know what's going on. When your wigs get old and they start lifting, baby, let me tell you, the power of a headband for only $2 will save your look and keep you looking decent in your wig. People won't have a clue that your wig is lifting if you just simply throw a headband on top of it. You know, a headband will keep you from looking crazy and sideways. Y'all, I was out, quick little story time, I was out with a friend and that dang on wig started sliding back. I said, oh my God, why you didn't tell me that my wig had slid back and was showing my hair? Like, what kind of friend are you? They gonna talk about, well, you know. Like, well, you know. You must have wanted me to look crazy. Oh no. Oh no. That is not real friendship. What the heck? So we're gonna let this glue dry clear. This wig is a little heavy, so it does make sense to glue it down if you don't want to have to keep adjusting it. Because that's one thing about, you know, these wigs is if they have a little weight to them, they are a little bit more difficult if they're not glued down to keep in place if you don't have the combs in comfortable, or if you don't like the combs and you prefer the band. If that band doesn't pop, then you should be all good. But everybody has their own, you know, preference. But y'all let me know which one y'all prefer in the comments. If y'all prefer, if you like combs, let me know, you know, what your preference is when it comes to these wigs. If you prefer combs, or if you prefer glue, or if you prefer the band. Combs, glue, or band. Y'all let me know in the comments which one is your favorite. Oh, look. If that ain't melted, I don't know what is. But the sides, I don't like the coloring, so I see where people are like, use makeup, use makeup. So we're gonna use some makeup to make that melt look. Oh yeah, see how that's blending? Yeah, you do need makeup to color that lace. Yeah, to make it look more skin-like. Look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, you see where you need the makeup to make it blend. Don't that look so good, y'all? Melted. Now we gotta do this side. Cause that is not melted looking. Oh, it's coming along. It's coming along. There we go. Yeah, I got a little band-aid. I don't like the look of a bump on my face. I'd rather have a darn band-aid covering that up. Well, let's get into the baby hair now. And I don't. Do I have a wig? I mean, not a wig. What do you call this? I like to use a toothbrush to style. Trim the baby hairs. It's a good idea to trim them first, instead of just depending on how long you want them. You want to cut them. Hey. You called?
Hear me?
Yeah.
I was saying, did y'all got anything I need yesterday?
You said that we need it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We don't have toilet paper.
Oh,
You can use some edge control gel if you don't want to use regular hair gel. This is some Black Panther me, it reminds me of Let's Jam, hair jam. But yeah, depends on how you want your baby hair, you know, to lay down. If you wanted to wear baby hair, you know. Honestly, I don't really care for baby hair. I think the thicker it looks, actually the worse it looks. But I know a lot of people wear their baby hair and they like, to me, they overdo the baby hair thing. I like baby hair to look as natural as possible. Like, I feel like if you are gonna sport baby hair, at least make it look like real. To me, it's sometimes overdone. There's something like a little curve to it. It's sort of cute, but it just depends on, you know, you, if you care for baby hair or not. Y'all can probably tell I'm just doing a little rush job with this. I wouldn't wear the baby hair like this thick or like, no. Like, I wouldn't even have baby hair probably in the middle right here at all. I would probably do it real thin and then just do like little curls. Y'all see probably in a different video. Now I'm just, like I said, going over this real fast just to give you an idea of how it looks once it is completed. Because I'm really not keeping this hairstyle. So this is the finished product. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments.